This week, I traveled to a local spot for some photos. I would say it was cold, challenging, a complete wash, and a great learning experience. Hey, I'm excited about photography, and I hope you are too. So let's learn together. So location, that seems to be the key factor in anything you're dealing with when it comes to photography, especially landscape photography. So I traveled out and did some pre-scouting with a video camera before bringing out my full assortment of gear, trying to see what I could maybe figure out best angles of shots and whatnot for another day. And I looked at its church and the entranceway, a stream with some little bit of falls in it, a tree that I thought was pretty cool, and maybe a long distance shot through the mountain. Well, it is a cold, brisk morning. It's actually 11 o'clock. Trying to get the sun in the right spot. I'd love to have a little cloud cover so it kind of drowns out the sharpness of the shadows, but what are you going to do? You know, we're just going to try and manage with what we got. I'm going to try and take pictures of the church that you just saw, that I scouted out recently. This is pretty close to my home, actually, so see what we come across. Here's a spot down here I want to take a picture of. It's got falls. So it's a super sunny day, a lot of sharp shadows. I'm going to try and get away from the shadows by taking a picture during overcast, hopefully. We'll see. See, like right now the shadows are disappearing. Cloud cover kind of dulls those out. At least that's the plan. We'll see. Well, as you can tell by the camera straps fluttering in the breeze there, it was a little chilly. I mean, it was pretty nippy out there. The idea was to try and get a picture of the swooping staircase and the lake with the mountains in the far background. Unfortunately, these trees that were kind of in the midground really blocked a lot of the lake, distracting from what I was hoping to be a decent photo. And the only options I had here were to cut down the trees, which the park rangers, I'm sure, were really not keen on me doing. So I decided to warm myself up by getting back in the truck and go and look for something else to take a photograph of. Before I did snap some of these photos. I was over here checking out these falls and thinking it's still pretty cold to be out here taking a photograph right now, but then again I suddenly noticed these ducks over here. I'm like, well, I wonder if I can get a picture of them. So we're going to try and get that in the picture here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a couple ducks over there. Let's see what we can get. Funny thing about wildlife, sometimes they just don't cooperate, and these ducks were not giving me any nice shots, so I focused on the waterfall in the back instead. The ducks don't seem to be cooperating. They're kind of hidden behind some brush at the moment, but maybe while I'm here I might take some photos of the falls. First photograph of the falls. Now the notes indicate for this type of a photograph I should use some type of it's very bright though. It is extremely bright. A long shutter exposure time and the deepest, darkest f-stop aperture would be ideal. Let's put this on landscape real quick, see if that makes a difference in the photograph, and we'll go to manual. I just don't think this is going to work out very well. Let's do 1/5. A half a stop, f40. That is a heck of an exposure time. Let's do 1/5. A little bit better, but I got this guy in the way. Got this one branch in the way. Alright, let's try it again. It's a little bit better. I'll try it with the polarizing lens. And I tried a bunch of other things, but really that was the best shot I had, was with the polarizing lens. After that, I tried a double filter and got some purple photographs, and it just didn't seem to work out that well. I found that what I really needed was the ND filters, the sharper, darker filters, because it was so bright. I ordered one, and we'll see how that plays out on future endeavors within landscape photography on a bright sunny day. You know, aside from that, the only other thing that I could mention is plan the photographs in advance. I mean, after scouting it out, you're going to want to write down what type of pictures you want to take. I wrote down just straight up automatic, then landscape option, go to manual and make adjustments for the f-stop, the seconds for the shutter. Wrote it all down so I can kind of roll through each one of them, then go through the same setups with different filters on, so you have a plan in place so you're not just stumbling around, what do I do next? It'll help to get through the day a little faster, especially on a cold day like it was. Knock that out in a hurry and move on. Additionally, I have to say, I also tried to force the photos. You know, I really think you can't force it. You have to just let it happen. Walk around, find something that you like, and take a photograph. That was another learning experience that I had. That was a takeaway from today. Just don't force the photo. If there's not a photo there, move on. Okay, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. I post a weekly video, so be sure not to miss next week's video by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. Feel free to leave a comment below, and we'll see you next week.